It's a short film. With her directorial debut, Taylor Swift releases a short film for the 10-minute version of All Too Well starring Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. This is the retelling of Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal's 3-month relationship from her point of view. And I have already listened to All Too Well 10-minute version tons and tons and tons and tons of times over the past few days, and I've been dying to watch this freaking short film, so let's get into it. Love is short, forgetting is so long. Not if you forget.
What do you mean?
This is uncomfortable. I had to pause it because this is uncomfortable. His hairy arm is uncomfortable. Not to shame body hair, just to point out the age difference. Sadie Sink is 19, Dylan O'Brien is 30 years old, I'm 19. Would I want to pursue Dylan O'Brien as a 30-year-old man? Yes, I would, because I literally want him to have my babies. But in this sense, in this music video, I don't like watching this 11-year age gap play out. Is that a hot take? That's literally the most lukewarm take ever. Also, for this specific shot of them on the bed, I wish the camera was a little bit higher. It was a little bit more straight on to their faces, so it was a little bit better of a side profile shot. Right now, we're kind of getting a little bit underneath. I wish it was a little bit higher.
I don't know, I just feel like maybe I made you up.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but instead of Manic Pixie Dream Girl, it's like manipulative, controlling Dream Boy. You know what I mean? That's kind of Dream Man, more like Dream Man. Do you see the scarf? She's wearing a freaking scarf. Oh my god, I have to pause it because she's wearing a freaking scarf. Imagine showing this, my reaction to that, to like Albert Einstein. Like, imagine showing that reaction to a scarf to Albert Einstein. What would he say? What would he think of that? Is like a really short person filming this, or is every single angle from a little bit too low? Like, I wish the angles were a little bit more straight on. It looks like someone who was really short filmed all this. Oh, watch it there. Whoa! A 360 shot of this 11-year age gap kissing. I know people are like, the whole thing is
she made the age gap in the casting so big because that's how their age gap in real life was. But to me, some things don't need to be accurate.
You don't need that. That's something, girl, you didn't even make her hair color the same as yours. We don't need the age in casting to be identical to yours in real life. Oh. What was that? What was that? What was that? Leave a comment down below, guys, if you know what that was, because I can't put into words what my emotional reaction is to that scene. There's a lot going on internally. Like, I'm feeling it everywhere. Tossing me the car keys, fuck the patriarchy, keychain on the ground, we were always skipping town. That lyric, you were tossing me the car key, fuck the patriarchy, keychain on the ground. I hate it, and let me explain why. I love the layers to it. I love the layers that it's like you say you're all about fuck the patriarchy, but look at how you're treating me. It's like, great, love that. Bitches be saying this was in the vault. Bitches be saying that this was the 10-minute version she wrote all the way back then. Bitch, I know you did not write fuck the patriarchy in 2009. Girl, I don't even think you say that now. But I understand why people don't like her, because she kind of portrays herself as this activist, but then she kind of only continues to talk about one thing, which is issues that only affect her. She talks about feminism when it affects her, not when it's a more wide scale thing. She doesn't talk about women of color. She doesn't talk about trans women. She doesn't talk about poor women. She doesn't talk about any of these things. She only talks about the stuff that affects her, which I think is actually really sad, because she could have a huge voice when it comes to these topics, and she doesn't, and she chooses to release a fuck the patriarchy keychain instead, and profit off of a saying that I don't really even think she really believes, because she only believes it to the extent where it affects her. What is he saying? He looks very angry. He looks kind of like Void Styles right there. What did he say? I'm really fucking sick of it. Why am I kind of good at lip reading? Because I think he definitely said I'm really fucking sick of it. Okay. This shot, this is what the poster was, and ever since the poster came out, I was like so excited. Like right here, you can see his eyes are closed, her eyes are open, but not really looking at him. I think it shows like this very hostile, yet controlling manner of Dylan's character, and a little bit more calm and ignorant character of Sadie's. And I think they contrast very well together in the music video. Okay, so the dynamic between their eyes, let's just look at their eyes. I think his kind of portray this kind of shutting out mentality, kind of like, I'm shutting my eyes, I don't want to deal with this. And hers is looking at him, but not really looking at him, which in my belief, it kind of plays into that first line that she says, are you even real? Seems like I made you up, like you're so perfect, whatever. It's like she's not looking at him so she doesn't lose the ideal version of him in her mind, kind of that dream boy vibe that she had of him, because he's getting so upset and it's all turning bad.
Because you're acting too slow. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. You better be saying Harry Potter spell right now, because I know you're not calling me ridiculous.
Strangers, they're all older than me.
I'm scared.
I feel so dude, you're making me feel fucking stupid.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Is it weird to say that I'm like having a little bit of like a moment? I don't know what that was supposed to mean, but I am feeling a little bit deja vu, not deja vu, but I'm getting a little bit taken back to my days in my relationships. Okay, before I play the scene, I do want to focus on the physical aspect of it, so how each character is moving within the scene. We see Sadie where she's kind of more sitting in this by the sink. She's kind of like staying right there. She's turning around, she's moving, but she's staying in one place really. And then we see Dylan, who is moving from side to side. He's going to the front of her. He's at all angles of her. When someone's kind of circling you or moving around a lot when you're arguing, it can feel sort of like this predator-prey dynamic. It's a very dominating trait. And I think that adding that addition to this scene, to have him constantly moving while she's staying still, even though she's getting a little bit more loud, it's, if you've experienced that, you're like, whoa, like I feel uneasy.
Remember that you're like fucking like holding me hostage over. It's insane.
I don't think Styles would ever do this. I think Styles would literally beg on his knees and apologize to Lydia right in this moment. Oh my god, Dylan O'Brien, a thing for redheads? He's always paired with redheads. I think that's like his pairing in TV.
You're literally making the entire night about you.
Look at me.
Holy shit.
That right there, the holy shit, I can't. That makes me twitch. It makes me twitch. Dylan O'Brien, you make me twitch, and not in a good way. Why did I just say that? Why did I just say that? I didn't say that. These little snide comments he says throughout the argument literally make my blood boil. They literally make me want to commit crimes. They literally make me want to like become Amy Dunn. Like I don't like it at all. I don't like it, and it makes me so frustrated. It's so condescending. It's like, holy shit, like can't believe you're acting like this. Like my thing in relationships is when people would say my name. And I know that sounds weird, but I hated it when I was in an argument and someone went, Trin. And it was like they were scolding me like I was a literal child. And that's happened so many times. And it's so condescending and it's so freaking rude. It makes me want to die. Because I'm like, you're not my parent. You're not scolding me. Like, we're having a conversation and you're treating me like I'm a child. And you need to like, you're like, Trin, stop acting like that. Like, it's so frustrating. So that like gives me flashbacks to that. Thanks, Dylan O'Brien.
Don't fucking look at me like that. That's so fucked up.
Then don't treat me like that. Dude, I know Dylan O'Brien is just playing a character. If I see him, I might throw hands. And then I'll be like, give me Jake Gyllenhaal's number right now. I know you have it. Why did he just roll his eyes?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I dropped your hand.
See, that just sounds so condescending. That sounds like you're mocking me in an apology. It doesn't make sense.
Come on.
And she just said she's embarrassed. She shouldn't be embarrassed because he made her feel stupid because he mocked her in his apology, so it's not even a real apology. I remember it all too. A lot of turtlenecks in this video. How much do you think the turtleneck budget was on this? The breaking point. Me when I saw Breaking Dawn Part 1. That's it? Fucking talk to me. Look at me. Just talk to me, okay? Why don't you give me a fucking look at me? Look at me. Wow, can you guys... One thing we've discovered is that I'm a good lip reader. You call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I'm a crumbled up piece of paper lying here. Cause I remember it all. Wow. He said if we had been closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. And that made me want to die. I know I said you kept me like a secret, but I kept you like an oath is my favorite lyric, but I think that one might be my favorite lyric, and I'm gonna get into it right now. As the 30-year-old that jumped into the relationship, Mr. Gyllenhaal, you should have known that that age gap was gonna stay that age gap, no matter what. That doesn't change. That's the one thing about herself that she really can't change is her age. To use that as the reason to break up is really insulting, because as the older person in the relationship, as a 30-year-old man, you should have known that before you even got into the relationship, that it wouldn't have never worked out. And he probably did know that, but he still went through with it because he's a dick. And to use that at the end to say that's why it can't work out is really fucking insulting. Then he's out here with people that are still 25 and he's only getting older. Like, he's getting older and he's still getting with girls that are 25. And I'm sure they're gonna end the same way because they're just not, that's just never gonna work out. Imagine turning 21 waiting for your 30-year-old boyfriend to come. Like, he's just like he like ditches you on your 21st birthday. A 30-year-old man flaking. Pathetic. Literally pathetic. I can't imagine anything more pathetic than a 30-year-old man, grown-ass man, a big age of 30, doing that. Oh, it makes me want to die. I wasn't even trying to do the lyric. I'll say one thing. Sadie Sink is the prettiest person I've ever seen in my entire life. She's acting her tushy off in this. I'll tell you that. She's acting her tush. I mail back my things and I walk home alone. That is so frustrating. He mails back her things but keeps the fucking scarf. Mr. Gyllenhaal wears the scarf because at this point I know he still has it. We're stuck in this delusion. We're questioning ourselves. Does he really have it? Does he actually keep it in his drawer? Does he still smell it? Does it still smell like her? Or does it smell like mildew? Does it smell like that weird scent you get when you leave stuff in your closet for too long? Is that what it is? And if so, does Mr. Gyllenhaal like it? Because he seems like the type of person that would like stinky stuff. Cause it reminds you of innocence and it smells like a No. There's no need for that many kisses, Taylor Swift. I'm so sorry, but there's no reason. There's no reason for that. We can cut about 90% of the kisses. 100% of the kisses we can cut out, actually. We can still get the entire point. Whole point, literally, the whole point of the music video still stands, still is meaningful, still is wonderful, great. Cut out 100% of the kisses. We don't need it. It's really not necessary. I want Dylan O'Brien to have sex with me. I say that as I'm literally criticizing the age gap through this entire thing, and I'm like, I want to have sex with Dylan O'Brien. He is a cutie. Is that a Spider-Man kiss? Is that a Spider-Man kiss? Is that a Spider-Man kiss right as the Spider-Man trailer is being released? That's kind of fucked up, don't you think? A weird nod to Gyllenhaal's character in Spider-Man. It's becoming too much, Taylor. You're done. You're done. You're not touching a single fucking music video again. Okay, they're kind of cute. Oh my god. She's a really good crier. Oh! Look. Okay, look. The fight scene, the breaking point. They're fighting. She's begging him to look at her through the entire fight. I'm calling this back to the original point I made about the car scene where they're looking at each other and she's not looking at him, but has his eyes shut. After she begged him to look at her this entire time, she finally looks away and look where his fucking eyes are. They're on her. What are we supposed to do with this? What are we supposed to do with this? Because it's becoming a lot. It's becoming a lot to handle as an audience member, as a viewer of art. It's a lot. There's a gear in this brain. There's one going too fast and there's one going not fast enough. I need them to link up so I can like actually work as a human. And I was never good at telling jokes, but the punchline goes, I get older, but your lovers stay my age. And when your Brooklyn broke my skin and bones, I'm a soldier who's returning half her weight. Okay. I love the dig at his like current levels right. I just said my last name. I love the dig at his current lovers right now and how they're literally still her age from when they dated, even though the reason that they broke up was because he said maybe if we'd been closer in age, and then he's still dating people. Like, that's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. Like, just another insult to injury right there. And then, like, that's, like, kind of funny, right? I'm not that really good at telling jokes, but the punchline is, like, haha, in your face, like, why are you creeping around these girls? And then the next line is, like, I survived. The contrast of those two lyrics are insane. That is Miss Swift herself, actually. That is actually Miss Taylor Swift herself with red hair. Should she dye her hair red and just screw everyone over? She looks good. She looks really good, and if I am the great rip leader that I know I am, she's reciting the lyrics to All Too Well. Shitty book if I've ever heard one. If the book was just the lyrics to this song, it's a bad book. Who is that? That's kind of scary. That's like the scariest shot I've ever seen. With the scarf on, that's really scary. Like, it literally looks like he wants her dead. Dead and gone. Can we also talk about how the fact that the song is like 9 minutes flat? Like, she probably ends up, she stops saying new lyrics at about 9 minutes. She says, just between us, that the love of Mary made me too. I remember it all too well. She says that like for a minute straight after this. Like, I've listened to the 10-minute version so many times. She has to like say that shit over and over again at the last minute of the song because she committed to saying that it was the 10-minute version when really it was the 9-minute version. She's had the 9-minute version written for this long, not the 10-minute version. Written and directed by Taylor Swift. I would give it, as a Letterboxd user, a frequent Letterboxd user, I would give it the same rating I gave Holiday on Netflix, a 3 stars. No, I maybe give it a 3.5. I do like it how the first All Too Well song is like, you know what, we had some hard times, you hurt me really bad, but I remember everything all too well. I remember the good times and the bad, and I think I'm grateful for all of it because of the person I am today. 10-minute version is, I remember it all too well, and I know you remembered that shit too. I know you remember it all too well because you kept this fucking scarf, so you remember the bad and the good as well, sir. You remember all those 3 months. I still think it's very funny that it was only 3 months. I know it's like a very touchy thing, like it's a very, like, it was a very heartbreaking relationship, she went through a lot of pain. That's hilarious that it was 3 months. From the looks of this video, it looked like it was a 2-week relationship. And here we are talking about the 3-month relationship 10 years later. Honestly, good for her. If you can still profit off of something that hurt you 10 years ago, might as well. I would say do it. I don't think you should, you know, capitalism is the society we live in right now. Be conscious of your place in society, in this capitalist society, but if you can profit off of your pain that you experienced 10 years ago, I say why not? Might as well get paid for it. We hurt as human beings for free regularly, so might as well get paid for at least one of those experiences. Jake Gyllenhaal, if you're watching this, I have a couple things to say. I know everyone's on you right now. I know you're getting a lot of hate right now. I know you're getting a lot of messages probably. I'm sure your publicist is working really hard, and I can't imagine what you're going through. I think it's always tough on the internet, and you know, this was a relationship that happened so long ago. I can't imagine what it's like for you to, you know, not only relive the relationship but also have, you know, millions of strangers after you for the behavior you exhibited 10 years ago. I want to say that I don't feel any different. I do hate you as well, but for different reasons. You know, I don't hate you on Taylor's behalf. I hate you personally. I have experienced my own trauma from your fans, actually, and I think that I have to finally speak out about it. When I was at a party on Halloween, and some man harassed me because I hadn't seen Donnie Darko, which is your film, and I think you need to be held accountable for your fans that harass people about Donnie Darko, your work. So this is personal between you and me, so I hope you rot. If your team contacts me, I didn't say anything. It was just a joke, really. This is all just a joke. It's nothing serious. Like, this is all just fun and games. It's really a joke. But I hope you die. But I do hope bad things happen to you. I won't be the one to handle that. That's a universe thing. That's in the universe's hands right now. And to Taylor Swift, if you're watching this right now, I just want to ask you one question. What's your favorite season of Teen Wolf? Because in an interview, you said you watched every single thing that Dylan O'Brien has been in, and that includes Teen Wolf. So, did you or did you not like Boyd Styles? Do you have opinions about season 6? Because I do. Did you ship Stydia? These are the only questions I have for you, and I wish they were answered immediately, preferably by mail. In your handwriting. My favorite song from The Vault is The Very First Night. I know a lot of people love Nothing New, but that one kind of makes me want to do bad things and sink into a hole of depression, so I can't do that. The Very First Night makes me feel like I'm in 2012 and I just got a new hat or something, you know? I'm wearing mustaches all over the place. I have mustache sunglasses and I'm loving owls and things, you know, that's the type of energy it gives me. So if I can get any ounce of nostalgia from a song, I'll take it. The Very First Night is my favorite song. Thank you for asking. And guess what I've been using to listen to that song? My Raycons. So let's pass this party over to sponsor Trin. Take it over. Pass it over to you, girl. The everyday earbuds are perfect for all your everyday needs. That means you can use them when you're working out, when you're working, or just when you're living life. Raycons have seamless Bluetooth pairing, they have a noise isolating fit, they have great bass with an 8-hour built-in mic, and they have a 32-hour battery life on just a single charge. Raycons also come with customizable sizing caps so you guys can make sure your Raycons fit you. Raycons come at about half the price of other audio brands on the market right now, so you guys can make sure you have great sound quality, premium sound quality, for an affordable price. As you guys can see, I have a new red color. Raycons has tons of different colors and patterns for you to choose from. Another addition to the stylish factor of Raycons, there are no dangling wires or stems, so you guys can make sure you guys look extra fly everywhere you go. The company was co-founded by Ray J, and celebrities that you know right now are using Raycons, like Snoop Dogg, like Rich the Kid, and always this little girl. Raycons also have a 45-day free return policy, so you guys can try them out and figure out if Raycons are the perfect fit for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Trin or click the link in my description to get 20% off your Raycon order today. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. Links to them will be in the description box. Make sure you guys follow me so you guys can have your own input on videos I'm making, because I ask a lot on Instagram and Twitter for your guys' input. And that was it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.